What's going on, fam? It's Jay the Black here. Another video. Salute to everybody that's tuning in. Make sure that if you're new to the channel, you subscribe and hit the notification bell. I mean, if you already subscribed, make sure you've already, hit the notification bell too. In this video, I'm going to talk about NFL player Danny Amendola and him basically admitting that he self-sabotaged his relationship with model Olivia Culpo, because he did not want to get married. And I have spoken on this. I've spoken how men these days do not want to get married. And if you're with somebody, because he was with her from off and on, I believe from 2016 to early this year, 2019. And I think she was pressuring him into marriage. I think that's why the relationship kept imploding and why he felt the need to step back from it. And he did things in order to do so. And that's what women got to understand. Men these days do not want to get married. I don't make these videos just be making it. I'm making this video because I feel like that no matter a man's position in life, whether he has money, whether he's successful, if he feels like you're not marriage material, he's not going to marry you. And there are not a lot of women out there that are marriage material. You can get upset with me all you want to. If there were women who were marriage material and men felt comfortable marrying those women, they would marry those women. I'm pretty sure she has her own money, but he still feels like he doesn't want to get married. He doesn't want to be tied down. Even at his age of 33, he still does not want to settle down and get married. Relationship, yes. Marriage, no. Now, according to this New York Post article, Danny Amendola, who plays for the Detroit Lions, by the way, is moving on following a messy split from model Olivia Culpo. The Detroit Lions wide receiver, who previously ranted about the Sports Illustrated swimsuit stunner in a since-deleted Instagram post, has been talking to and texting other girls, a source told US Weekly. Amendola had hit the beach with model Emily Tanner in May. Amendola, who's 33, self-sabotaged his relationship with Olivia, according to the magazine's source. He tells people that Olivia wanted to get married and he basically self-sabotaged the relationship because he didn't want that. There were a few times where they broke up and got back together, but they just don't work well together, the insider said. Olivia broke up with Amendola in October of 2018 after the former New England Patriots star was photographed on the beach with journalist Bianca Peters. Olivia and Amendola were rumored to have gotten back together earlier this year, but the veteran called out his ex in April when she reportedly got cozy with DJ Zed at Coachella. So they both were seeing other people, but the narrative is always if women catch a man out with another woman, or he's the bad guy, even though they're out living their life and dating who they want to date. They're doing what they want to do. They're dating who they want to date, but that's okay. Olivia chooses and wants to be noticed on the internet and in Hollywood to make money, Amendola posted online, only to address the miscommunication days later. It's not fun seeing your name attached to a clickbait headline story that is completely fabricated BS. So when I saw this love triangle gossip, I tried to clear the air, he posted at the time. Olivia Culpo recently was linked to Carolina Panthers running back Christian McCaffrey. Oh, sheesh. Don't do it, Christian. You've only been in the league a couple years, man. You're fast becoming one of the best running backs in the league. Don't do it. Don't do it. These women are like, man, they're like viper. They put their fangs into you, man. It drain you. Amendola has been, going from team to team since dating her, man. He was good when he was on the Patriots. I think that's when they met. Then he goes to the Dolphins. Now he's with the Detroit Lions. But this is what goes on. I mean, you have a lot of these guys who don't want to get married. They really don't. And when you have somebody like Danny who is still in the league, you know, he still has a career, he's not focusing on that. You know, he's following the Derek Jeter model of dating casually until his career is completely over. That's when you seek to settle down. But these females don't understand this. They think because they look good that you can't find any better, or, you know, that you're going to be so taken in by the fact that this attractive woman wants to date you, that you will marry them. And that's not the case. And I think there are a lot of men out there who are, maybe they know it or they don't know it, are self-sabotaging their relationships because they don't want to be married. You know, I believe women have done this. I believe there are women who self-sabotage because if they, especially when they're with a man who is considered a good man, a decent man, a man who's different than the men that they're used to being with, they will sabotage that. I've literally had women tell me this. I had a woman tell me this, that the reason why, you know, there was a guy she met that was a really good guy to her, and she felt like she didn't deserve it. So she, in a sense, sabotaged the situation, but she regretted it. She regretted doing so. You know, because what I think happened was she didn't deal with him. She wouldn't dealt with a dude who, you know, basically wasn't good for her. And I think once she got in that situation and realized that she had made the wrong choice, that's when that regret comes in. But it's too late. You've already made your choice. And I think with men, you know, like if you out there and you have a pool of women to choose from, okay, you're not looking to settle down. You shouldn't. But there are guys who settle down. There are pro athletes who will get married when they're in college, when they get to the NFL, and they have to. And I would tell them this: as long as you are happy with that person, I mean, it is what it is. But let's see if that same person is with you when your career is over. That's why I feel like it is best to marry when, I'm against men getting married, to be honest with you, especially if you have more money and resources than a woman. But I'm just saying, hypothetically, if there are men who are athletes that want to get married, right? Follow the Derek Jeter model. Never marry a woman while you're playing, because of course women want to date you while you are, you know, at the top of your game. You're making a lot of money in baseball or basketball or football, right? But when you are no longer in the spotlight and you're not making that type of money anymore, let's see if those same women still want you. Let's see if those same women still want you to marry them. You know, that's the thing, because what happens is a lot of those women tend to move on when you're no longer in the spotlight, when you're no longer living that lifestyle. There are a ton of women out there who want to be the wives of athletes, right? Because it's a social status, you know. They don't want to marry, some of these women don't want to marry a retired player. That's why, again, a lot of these guys should wait until their career is done to seek about, you know, settling down. But in Danny Amendola's case, I just don't think he really liked her like that, you know. And the way that he got emotional and went on social media talking about how he has a phone full of pics and videos of this woman. I mean, come on, bro. Come on, seriously. You know, don't do that. Don't turn into a simp, man. Because when she was hanging around that DJ, he was turned into a simp. But I think he caught himself. He probably had a conversation with Tom Brady, and he's like, "Man, you looking bad out here, man. You know, you gotta do better, man. This is one woman. You got to get over it, man. You self-sabotage that relationship. Unless he's just saying this now to justify his actions of getting emotional about her being with other guys. Because the thing is that her and, you know, this new guy that she was seen with, they were going back and forth with each other over her. So in turn, he goes around walking on beaches with another woman, Blondie to be exact. All because he's gotten in his feelings and his emotions and he wants to make her jealous. That's when you know you need to walk away. Whenever you find yourself getting petty and childish over a woman you don't even want to marry, it's time to just let things go, bro. Don't let a woman get into your mind to where it takes you out of your character and have you acting a certain way. You don't want to marry her. I don't think she wants to be with you unless you're going to marry her. These women don't just want to be, girlfriends anymore. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to be jump offs or side pieces. They want to be legitimized, even though they'll be the first ones to hop and want to get a divorce. They'll be the first ones that want to get a divorce, but they want to be the first ones to get married. That's what's crazy. The ones who want marriage the most are going to be the first ones to seek a divorce. Because truth be told, there's a lot of women out there who don't want to settle down. They don't. They will make it seem like they want to settle down, but they don't really want to settle down. It's all lip service, people. It's all a way to get what they want. They want a ring. They want the social status of being married, especially to an athlete. But once they're tired of that, once they're ready to be single again, they're going to be ready. Just look at Johnny Manziel and his wife. She couldn't wait to be single again. She didn't want to be married. She was married to him because she probably thought in the back of her mind that he would be able to get back on his feet career-wise. He'd be able to get back to the NFL. And when that didn't happen, she was ready to go. All of a sudden now he's messing around, cheating with all these women. No, you didn't want to be there. You were ready to leave. You knew he was doing all these different things, but you waited it out. You stayed with it until you realized that his career wasn't going in the way that you thought, and you were ready to go. There's no fixing what is already going on, So I truly believe, man, I think that men just don't see the benefits in marriage. They really don't, especially while they have a career in sports or whatever. And women have to understand that there's going to be more men who aren't going to want to get married. There really isn't. And there's nothing you can really do in that situation to change their mind. If a guy is self-sabotaging a relationship, just let him go. If he's dealing with other women, then break up with him. Don't deal with him.